I think 2009 is going to be a bit of a recovery period for a lot of corporations. Most companies in the last year have not developed contingency plans, and so for the next, I think, 6 to 9 months, we're going to see a lot of staffing leaders try to reconstruct their recruiting teams, because many of them are not going to be doing as much hiring as they have in the past. So they're going to have to deal with that issue, and then I think once we get into a recovery period in 2009, they're going to have to bring back some of the folks that they may have had to put into other places or on the bench.
2009, obviously there's a lot of things going on in the economy, there's a lot of things going on around the world, there's a lot of things going on politically, things that are what I consider to be, so to speak, out of our control. As I look at 2009 and beyond, I look at the things that I believe are within our control. So we get to decide what niche we focus on, we get to decide what company we work for, we get to decide what we want to do with our time and energy, what conferences we're going to attend, what things we're going to focus on learning, etc. And so for me, I'm trying to redirect, re-energize, refocus, and do things that are new and exciting.
I think some of it we don't even know. With the recent news of some of the stock markets and some of the other investment banks in the financial services world, I think that could have some impact on certain industries. I think overall, because the economy is healthy, I think that because people still will pay a fee for a good person, the firms that are going to make it are the ones that know how to do direct recruiting, that don't rely exclusively on job boards to present candidates that everybody else can get access to. So I think that you're going to possibly see some tightening up in terms of hiring with companies. But the things most recruiters need to know is that there are still available positions out there. The business is still there. It's not going to go to everybody. It's only going to go to those firms that know how to sell, that know how to recruit, that can be able to deliver a product, a good candidate, in a timely manner.
I think one of the biggest challenges, in my background, comes out of corporate recruiting or leading talent functions, and still the biggest challenge for a recruiting function today is just the amount of complexity. There's so much noise that comes at you every single day, and something as simple as, I need to market and advertise this job. There's now so many different channels that you need to assess and understand to be able to do that. And with the rise of social media, and that can become a really critical way to be able to engage talent differently and build relations differently, and bring a lot of brand value in terms of how people differentiate your brand versus another, it just really is impossible to do that and be a full cycle recruiter. I see the emergence of roles like community manager, that individual really becomes responsible for developing and nurturing those relationships over time, and also become the technology expert. The pace of change in technology has advanced so quickly that it really is impossible for every recruiter, and it doesn't make sense for every recruiter within a specific talent function to have to learn each technology. So we've got to get smarter about doing that.
I do think that recruiters are going to have to hone their skills even more. Using conferences like this one and Kennedy and ERE and some of those, people are really going to have to become more niche focused, and but also, as somebody said this morning, have that sort of malleability. So when something like a financial crisis happens, and maybe financial recruiters are impacted the way that I predict that they will be, they can sort of shift in a way. So to be able to apply those same skills that they've really honed to another avenue.
I guess there's some things, Brendan, I think probably won't change, and that's just going to be, how do we find the ways to beat our competitors, the top talent, right? So we're going to have some struggles there that exist next year that we're probably struggling with this year. Some of the things that I'm probably going to do to address that is to help, I like social media, I like using social media tools to do that, and I'm probably going to try and find ways to continue implementing that to see what I can do to beat everybody to the top.
Help the recruiting community realize that as third-party recruiters, we need to do something different with our service to our customer. Once we get the person on our desk that we want to introduce to our customer, there's no investment at all being made in taking that product, if you will, and making it your own. The challenge I see is helping the community at large rethink what they're providing to their customer.